Hi, good morning, my YouTube subscribers. It's great to be back with you this morning. I have not done much to my hair, but that doesn't matter because it's more important that I get this live out here. I want you to subscribe to this channel, like this channel, and I also want you to hit the notification bell so you'll keep getting my notifications because it's getting ready to get to be popping. The reason being is I am in my new place, guys. I'll give you a little glimpse. I'm not in my bedroom, in my private space doing my videos. I like to be comfortable where I can really talk to people. So that was the spot. Now, this is the spot. Get your little glimpse. This is my dining room area back there. I don't know if you can see it very well. It's kind of, that's my kitchen. I'm not showing you every part of the house, but this is my famous picture, and I want to get right into my life. I just love my picture of a black man with part of his face, and I'm all for our black men, so don't go to talking about them. You might pop up on my page, and we'll have something to talk about, because every black man is not a bad black man. Okay. That was just really quick. And I'm back into a new spot that I have, which is the corner of my sectional. So I am trying to get with you guys quick because I am feeling really good about this live, guys. And it's just when things pop in my spirit, I talk about them. And I wanted to do another video with Chadwick Boseman. If you see my Facebook page, you'll see it flooded with Chadwick Boseman. It's a hard name to say when you're excited, trying to say it fast. But you see my Facebook page flooded with him because he was such an example to us and such a role model and just such a good guy from all of the references that I know. And I am a fan, so yes, you can call me a fanatic, whatever. It doesn't matter. I am a fan, and I am also feel like part of the close friend family, even though I wasn't, because the death hit me so hard. It was August 28th of this month, and I don't like doing numbers, beginnings, and endings. So if you ask me anything to do with my beginning and my ending, it's going to be on my tombstone that I didn't have a beginning and an ending, because I am, according to God's word, in the beginning, I was in my mother's womb before I came here. And that's another story. But anyway, I want to get into this live. I know you see the title. The title is WAP, and could not take the glory from Chadwick Boseman's death and from God. Because Chadwick Boseman's death is really getting recognized, from President Obama to Viola Davis to us YouTube subscribers, to us YouTube people, to people all over. I have seen so many posts of everyone being heartbroken with the Chadwick Boseman death, and covering it, even if it's just a little short clip saying, oh my God. And yes, it has been a shock to us. It has been news that has penetrated the hearts of many. And I don't know if it penetrated your heart, but it was as if someone in my family had passed away. I was had some water going down my throat. Anyway, I wanted to say this. I wanted to say God has an appointed time that he uses for his glory. And it may not be a specific time, because I don't know that there is a certain day that we're going to pass. But I believe that when God decides to use us for his glory, that he does. Well, I believe that Chadwick Boseman's death was for the glory of God, even though we don't understand it. And the reason I'm saying this and doing this video before my last premiere video of my homegoing that I'm going to do for him, I'm saying this because when I sat down here and came down here this morning and got ready to do my live and talk about him, I saw videos of people talking about Taylor Simone, who he was engaged and allegedly he was married to her before his death in private. I understand that they had a 14-year difference, but that didn't matter about their love. They were engaged, and we'll talk about that. But I understand that's being talked about, and all sorts of things are being talked about. But this particular thing, I believe that God gave me in my spirit was that he was used to get glory. See, when the enemy comes and tries to get glory from videos like WAP, Cardi B, and Meg Thee Stallion, WAP symbolizing wet ass P. I won't say that word. Ass is in the Bible. So, but any video that tries to glorify sexuality and glorify what Cardi B is portraying in the words of her video, and I'm talking about the words of the video, and bringing to the masses. I remember when Cardi B first got successful with her red bottoms, and she got successful and she cried. She literally cried because she said, "This is not what it's all pointed out." Stop this video, this live stream. It says something about wait till we reconnect. And I hope you guys are catching every word. But she was so hurt in this video that she posted. I got a hair standing straight up. In this video that she had just came from, I think, partying and was talking and videoing on her FaceTime phone. And she said, it's not cracked up to what it is. Success is not cracked up to what it is. Now, I'm wondering if she's going to have a moment like a Lady Gaga, and Lady Gaga changed her name back to her original name, and she pulled back out of the spotlight and stopped performing, guys. And then it was only the movie Born Again, I think, that she did. It's the movie that she depicted another version of Barbara Streisand's movie way back in the day. So anyway, both of them had encounters of not finding out that success is not what it's cracked up to be. But you fame and you start getting fortune, that all those things will surround you with such a thick blanket, with such a thick wall, and it will become a part of you so much so that while you're representing what everybody wants you to be, and that's what most stars do, they, whatever it is that people gravitate to them the most is what they decide to portray. Let me try to calm down and get this out. But it becomes like a thick blanket, and they begin to wear that blanket, and it also becomes their armor, so that anytime that they decide that they want to let it go, it's such an armor, like it protects them. Not only that, if they decide to let it go, they have contracts that they've gotten into. They have people that I believe are threatening them that they have the contracts with, maybe possibly telling them, you're not going to have this, you're not going to have this for your family. And with both her and her husband being successful and having so much, amassed so much riches, when you get that type of money, you reach beyond that money that you have to get houses that are beyond your limit. You have to realize, guys, that on the level that we are now, when we get something, we go to another level. It's always something that we're reaching towards is beyond our limit. Some people stay on that status quo, but most will reach towards something better and bigger than them. And it's just a part of our makeup because we move by faith, and we can't step into the next dimension without stepping in it first before we're actually able to be able to not only sometimes handle it the next level, but also before we get the money to just take on the next level, we step into that promise, that promise of God, and it comes to pass after we step into it. So a lot of rich superstars are reaching for things that are bigger than them because they have no capacity to maintain where they are, be content where they are. Because first you have to be content where you are before God gives you the faith to move to the next level. And so what they do is they look at what the next person has, and because they don't have their spirituality on such a massive level while they're in this success, a lot of them, while they're in this success, they reach for things that their eyes see. And when our eyes see something, that's why we have to be delivered in our eyes, delivered with what we hear, delivered with what we say, delivered with what other people say, delivered from jumping into things because other people think we should be there, or taking on things because we don't have the guidance of God, the wisdom of God, because a lot of that gets blocked when we decide to live alternative lifestyles. Different portions get blocked. Even for us Christians, if we're not totally where we need to be, different things get blocked, and we don't realize what we've been missed and what we haven't heard in our ears until we get those pathways unblocked, until we start cleaning up our lives. And as we start going forward, cleaning up our lives, we get that. So I want to talk to you about the WAP video. And I want to talk to you about Meg the Stallion, Cardi B, and how it broke records. It hit major platforms. It seriously swept over the whole country of the United States, I know for sure. And other nations are looking at us. So it swept over there too. And do you think that God is going to let the enemy get the glory and keep the glory? Every time the devil thinks he's got the glory in something that's magnifying him, God will turn around and stir up the pot and get the glory. And so I believe this dropped in my spirit when I came downstairs. I believe that on August the 28th, God decided, I'm going to snatch the glory from the devil and all of the speculation that is leaning towards him. I'm going to take that glory and I am going to put it on my son, Chadwick Boseman, because each of us are his children. And sometimes he looks on us and says, I'm disappointed in you. And then sometimes he looks on us and he, like Jesus, he says, look at my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. And so God took and snatched that fame and that glory and started flooding the airwaves with the passing in the natural, because I believe he has never passed on. He's always in existence and never gone on in the spirit realm, and always in existence, was in existence before he came into this earth. We put dates on things because we live in the earth and we live in places where we have to put dates and times on situations because we are defined by time in the earth. But God is infinite. He's not defined by time. So he can take some person and put them in the earth that is way beyond their years. Like I say about my granddaughter, Reagan, she's 4 years old, but she has a conversation way beyond her years because she's not defined by time. She can probably, if I taught her, drive a car because she's way beyond her years. And so what God did, I believe, and this is just something I believe, and it came to my heart. And when things come to my heart that God gives me, I take them in. I don't share them with you all the time, but I take them in. And I said, oh, God, this is you getting the glory. And God is getting the glory on the portrayal that he did in his movies, that he did even during the battle of colon cancer, that his body couldn't keep him. Death couldn't hold him and the grave couldn't keep him, that he is in a better place and in a place where he's with God. without the pains in his body. But during that time, of course, by faith, he was attaining and trying to obtain things. But this earthly realm, we have a finite date. So we have to do all we can during that date, whatever it is. And I don't believe it's a certain particular date. I believe it's when God knows that He needs to take you home, or because when the Bible says we don't have our life taken from us, but we lay our life down. And so, if God said to Chadwick, let this be a time to lay your life down, would you agree? Do you agree? If he was ready to go, then that was him deciding to go. And so, I just wanted to say that WAP, Cardi B's video with Meg the Stallion, and if you notice, I have the picture on my thumbnail of Chadwick Boseman looking as if he's praying, and Cardi B in the corner. And the reason I have that is because Cardi B is my sister, and she's successful, and I'm excited about her success. And I know this is part of her journey. So, regardless, I'm not criticizing her success, but there are certain things the enemy does with us in our success that are not positive, that takes away from the glory of God. Nothing can take away from his glory, but you know what I mean. And so, in this success, I'm portraying her up there because I want you guys to pray for her, pray for Meg Thee Stallion, pray for all our individuals that are being used to portray negative platforms and to portray the kingdom that of the enemy that will excel everything else that is before God. And so Chadwick Boseman's death simply on the 28th came 4 or 5 days after the release of the WAP video, which went viral, broke records. And I know the enemy thought that he was taking it to the bank and he was going to be just on this limelight ride with this video. But you know what? Since then, they have decided that it might be a video that has to be taken off the market. And since then, Chadwick Boseman died, taking the glory and putting the spotlight on his achievements, on his life, on the people that loved him, on the whole nation of people that loved his work, loved his character, loved his heart, loved the way he persevered and smiled. And I want you to know during those 4 years that he had a journey that was continuing to display positive images that he had started out displaying. I'm going to read some of those things. I did it in my first video. I'm going to do it again. But I wanted to say that in these movies, these are movies that he did while he was battling stage 3 colon cancer. 21 Bridges was one. Marshall, where he portrayed Thurgood Marshall. The Five Bloods, where he did the movie with Spike Lee. Ma Rainey's, the movie Black Panther that we all grew to love. And he portrayed that positive Black image of a Black superhero. Let's see, Black Bottom. Let's see, another one he did during this time was Avengers Endgame, and Avengers Infinity War. So those movies are movies that he did from 2014 when he was battling colon cancer, from 2014 to 2020 of this year. Now, another thing he did was he was engaged to Taylor Simone Ledford. She is a jazz singer. She was a jazz singer at her school, the lead jazz singer at her school. And it is rumored that they were married. I don't want to say specifically because I don't know. I've heard it on all types of platforms, but people say things that they hear rumored and they say them as if they're fact. I don't lie. I don't teach you rumors for a fact. So, but I do believe that if he was a man in his position when coronavirus came, if he was battling that cancer, I do believe that a woman that is with a man that she loves that much, that they were married or would have been married. That is my belief that they would have been married, but it is not a fact. But she was first seen with, and I want to talk about this because I know she hurts, and I just want to do this small tribute for her, and I'm going to dedicate it to her in this video to Taylor Simone Ledford, whether she was married to him or whether she was engaged. Um, and let me turn my ringer off because before it messed up one of my lives, guys, and I don't want that to happen on this one. There we go. Oh God, I'm so glad I got it off. I couldn't get it off last time. It was doing that. So anyway, they were seen together at an airport in 2015, according to Entertainment News, and they took pictures of it. And that was the first sighting that you guys knew about. That didn't mean it was the first sighting. They always say stuff like that. But anyway, in 2019, they were at the let me see, they were at the Academy, no, the NAACP Awards, where Black Panther won the outstanding in a motion picture cast, outstanding cast in a motion picture for Black Panther, and they were together at that time. And then what they did since 2015, we don't know if they were engaged in 2015, but we do know that they were rumored to have been married or engaged in 2018 by her grandmother. But in 2015, since they had been seen by Entertainment News, they were dating all that time. And not only were they dating, they were seen in several places. They were at the 91st Annual Academy Awards in 2019. And then I turned it all the way off, guys, because you can even hear it buzz. But they were at the 91st Academy Awards together in 2019. And they won the Screen Actors Guild for outstanding performance. And this is horrible, you guys. When when you don't answer somebody and they just call you on Messenger, that is so rude. And I'm scared to click on anything to look up, and then you see me. So anyway, and they thought that he was seeing his co-star, Miss Nyong'o, his co-star, but he they were not engaged to be married. And I noticed also that they said that he was a graduate with Kamala Harris. And I hate you guys when you try to make it political and use this as a political platform. He did not go to school with Kamala Harris. He took one picture with her August 1st, and that was it. It never says he was Democratic, never says he was Republican. It did say that he encouraged voting and he encouraged people to vote. On more than one occasion, he spoke publicly about this. So, no, he didn't graduate with Kamala Harris. And no, it's not said that he was Democratic or Republican. So let's don't take this and make this a political move for Kamala Harris. Yeah, guys, don't do that. This is a passing of a great person. So Taylor Simone Ledford, I give you condolences. Family of Chadwick Boseman, I give you condolences. I only hope that my premiere at 11:30 is going to be something that will soothe the hearts of America and people around the world, around the globe. I hope that when you listen to this artist that has given us one of their songs, his songs, to uh, platform the actual music in the background with Chadwick Boseman's pictures and the things that are said about him. I just can only hope that it is a comfort to you guys. I hope that during this time of your mourning and your grief, that you have looked on this platform and saw that it was not sensationalized and that it was not talked about what he ate in his diet, any of those things, but only about his greatness. Let's say again, he um, he portrayed Marshall, Thurgood Marshall in the movie Marshall. He portrayed James Brown in the movie Get It Up. He portrayed, let's see, who else did he portray? Well, we know he portrayed Chala, King Chala in Black Panther. So he did some great, fabulous, great things, you guys. Um, who else did he portray that was great? Jackie Robinson. That's what I'm going to say in closing. Jackie Robinson, that movie, Jackie Robinson, I think it premiered um, right before, well, he didn't do the work before the cancer that he found out he had cancer, but he had to be suffering during the time he worked on the Jackie Robinson. He had to be suffering during that time. Go upstairs. He had to be suffering. I'm sorry, that's my grandbaby. He had to be suffering during that time. But I want you to note that the major breaking history of Jackie Robinson was on the same date of his passing. And I believe God likes to use these instances to let you know that He's in it all the way. When I get ready to make major moves and major decisions, He gives me confirmations. And a confirmation comes in the witness of two or more things or people. And the passing on the 28th, on the finite day that you guys give in passing, because He's not passed, He's just crossed over. And I want you to know that Jackie Robinson had his league debut on that day, and he himself portrayed Jackie Robinson in the movie. I believe it was 21 Bridges. No, 42. 42. Yes. So I just want to say, guys, thank you for coming with me this morning. I had to get this last video out. Please subscribe to this channel and catch my premiere at 11:30 of the tribute that I put together for Chadwick Boseman. And I want to say thank you for tuning in. It's been great having you guys tune in. And I'm just thrown away in being able to, for God being able to allow me to be one of the persons that talked about such a great person and in my new home, because I'm getting ready to do a lot of lives since I've transitioned over myself. I'm going to do a lot of lives. I want you guys to try to go to my website at evangelistmarilyngaye.com, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell, and please like and please comment. I like when you guys comment, whether it's with agreeing what I say or not. I still like when you guys comment. So God bless you. God bless Chadwick Boseman's family. God bless Taylor Simone Ledward. God bless you all. And let's keep praying for the family, okay? God bless. Take care. I am going to end this video if it will let me. God bless. Take care.